Welcome to the OTA podcast, where we discuss everything performance training. I'm Coach Chris Barnard. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the OTA podcast. Today's question comes from our man, Fatherhood Fitness. It says, what have you found to be the best way to drive up business? Real quick, if you guys have a training related question, coaching related question, business, whatever it is, go ahead and drop a comment down below and I'll try to answer your question here on this podcast. This is a pretty vague question. There's multiple ways to do it, but from a coaching business perspective, the number one way I could say is the approach that I took is going to be multifaceted, okay? You want to every single day make sure that you're taking action and executing tasks that will compound on top of each other over time, okay? So when I was starting off, the number one thing that I had is if I start something, I'm going to do it for the next 90 days, whether I feel like it or not. You know, whether that was creating a blog post, whether that was making a YouTube video, whether it was making an Instagram post, a TikTok, I've approached every single platform the same way. I'm going to commit to it for 90 days. Because the number one rule that I realize when it comes to producing content and trying to scale my business is it's quantity before quality. And then quantity produces quality. So I might suck at writing, but I'm going to do this thing enough where I'm going to learn SEO if I do it long enough, over 60 days, and then I'm going to start to get some traction. It's a build, measure, learn approach. I'm going to produce content on Instagram. When I was new, I didn't know really the platform. I'm going to put out as many pieces of content as I can every single day. And then by day 60, there's something that's going to hit. Something might work. Something might improve when I reflect on the previous week's post, and I'm going to say, I'm going to double down on that thing. So just by doing quantity, you will then get quality. You're going to get better at the thing by doing the thing, okay? So that's number one over here. So you got to be producing content. You got to do it on a consistent basis. You got to do it every day. We're in a day and age which is great because a lot of these things that you produce once, you can essentially recycle to every platform. When I produce a Instagram post, it immediately hits Facebook, which is growing at a rapid rate, grows my Instagram, and then I can take that same piece of content, I can put it on a YouTube short, and I can also put that on a TikTok. Now I've created one piece of content that's went out to multiple different platforms. Now with AI, I can make one YouTube video, I can have that transcribed into a blog post through ChatGPT or something, upload it, the message is still there, and essentially now I've created one piece of content and now I'm on two different platforms. So you want to consistently produce content. That's like the foundation. You have to continue to give value in any it is, whatever is your niche, whatever it might be. The second thing, as far as scaling goes, is let's just face it, the fastest way to really drive and really just exponentially, whether this be a brick and mortar gym, your online coaching business, is you want to have a really solid offer that is free. We call this a lead magnet. So you want to be able to speak to your audience. If I'm trying to attract athletes in my gym, the days of free sessions are over. That's not a strong enough lead magnet. How can I get them in? Something like some kind of free assessment, right? And this is something that we teach within our coaching program. What's up, coaches? Real quickly, let me go ahead and introduce you to Performance Coach U certification. Now, this is the certification / course that I put together for coaches who want to train athletes and not only get results, but also maximize profits in the private sector. The problem that I saw with a lot of these courses and certifications out there for coaches was that they provided a lot of information and not a lot of application. So I wanted to pull back the covers over 10 plus years of experience and show you the ins and outs of actually being in the trenches so that you get maximum results while also scaling your business. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and check out the link down below and you can get more information. If I'm online, what is my exact niche? What's my unique mechanism? What's my unique benefit of my services? Who am I talking to? Is it baseball? Is it basketball? Is it strictly linear speed? Is it agility? Whatever that is, discover what your niche is and talk straight to your avatar. So if you're working with athletes, imagine you're talking to them. It literally, when I write and make a lead magnet, I imagine myself talking to a specific athlete. And that allows me to really be able to, I'm in the culture, right? I know how to talk that game. So you want to develop a really strong lead magnet, and you want to then run a level of ads. Look, when it comes to ads these days, like between the algorithm and AI, like they're going to find your customers, whether you're going local or abroad. If you have a very strong lead magnet and you put that out there, and you're able to communicate it, it's the number one way that you can scale your business. Now, once they see your ad, right, this is where it goes hand in hand. Once they see your ad, there's a huge percentage of people out there. I myself, I don't click on ads and buy off an ad. In fact, if you find yourself from a buying perspective, from human behavior, I'm the type that I'm gonna go Google whatever that thing is and go straight to website. I don't want to go through their sales funnel and their process and things like that. There is a large percentage of people that do that when a certain ad does hit. But the biggest thing is you want that content and that value you're driving on all these different platforms to be able to support what that ad is. So I can't tell you how many people, see an ad and then they go through our main website because they want to check it out. They want to see, hey, I just saw this guy. I've never heard of Overtime Athletes in my life. Let me go ahead and Google. Oh, wow, this guy works with all these different athletes. He started from humble beginnings. He grew gyms. He works with coaches. All those different things are backing, because of the amount of content that I put out over here, the advertisement I put out. So foundation, you have to continue to produce value. Create value through your content, be able to give everything away. Give them the sauce, right? And then on this side is once you have a very strong lead magnet that you could give away for free in exchange for their information, right? Or lead them to like a sales page or whatever it is that you're trying to do, or lead them into your gym. You want to run paid advertisement to it. And then obviously it gets deeper than that. It's knowing your numbers so that you can predict when it comes to the advertisement. I spend $10 and I know if they go through this exact process, I'm going to make 20. And once you can predict in your business and you have your numbers really tight and all your tracking, your KPIs, all those things, that is when you become unstoppable, because then it's just a numbers game. Then you can, I hate to say this, but it's like, it's you print money when you become predictable. If I can do this consistently, if I can have 10 people show up and I know I can close 8 if I follow this sales script, then all it is a matter of pumping more people into the machine. And this is exactly what we teach inside our coaching program, is exactly how to get your numbers dialed in, how to have the exact lead follow-up process, how to get them in the door, how to sell them, how to, everything from there. So that's kind of one of the biggest things. So as I said, foundation, 1, 2, throw traffic at it once you have your numbers, and you can pay for traffic and leads. And then once you have those leads, if you have your numbers predictable, you can scale to whatever it is you want. Now, there's obviously kinks and problems along the way. That's part of business, but that's the beauty of it. It's always going to be a matter of trying to problem solve and continuously stay with the times. So hope that helps you out. I know it's a little bit general, but the question was a little bit vague. But yeah, if you're a coach and you're looking for support in this, go ahead and check out the links down below. This is something that we teach within ours, and I'll talk to you guys next time.